everybody, Angie B here. I know it's been a while since my last vlog, and my only excuse is I've been run ragged at work, I'm tired, and I didn't have time. So, there are my excuses. I return to you, my humble viewers, with a awesome, dare I say, groovy topic. Today, we get to fangirl about Bruce Campbell. I love Bruce Campbell. If you guys don't know who Bruce Campbell is, and if you can't see him, there's Brucey. Isn't he pretty? Look at how crazy he looks. Oh yeah. Okay, so, Bruce Campbell. Bruce Lorne Campbell harks from Michigan. Okay, so he's, a Midwesterner like me. Yay! He was born in 1958, which makes him 2 years older than my father. And I still think he's awesome, and he was quite sexy in his day, let me tell you. And if you don't know who Bruce Campbell is, you are a sad, sad person, because he's pretty much the definition of awesome, and he's a total grade A BAMF. So, here, consider this your introduction/lesson on the BAMFitude that is Bruce Campbell. Okay, so he got his start, like his real big break, with the Evil Dead movies, which he produced, starred in, helped put together the sets, did special effects for, basically anything, because, it was a really low-budget movie, with Sam Raimi, who has gone on to do such awesome things as Spider-Man and Spider-Man 2, and such terrible things as Spider-Man 3. Bruce and Sam Raimi grew up together. Bruce used to actually babysit Sam's little brother Ted, who I'm sure you've seen in several movies, even if you didn't know it. Bruce is pretty much like the most awesome, legendary, cult hero out there. If there was a bad B movie that was made in the 80s or 90s, if there was a ridiculous schlocky show that was on TV like Hercules or Xena, chances are Bruce has been in it. Okay, so I've got a lovely list of Bruce's greatest hits, because even a fangirl like I cannot keep track of everything awesome that he's done. Evil Dead, Evil Dead 2, and Army of Darkness, the Evil Dead trilogy, which we can thank Sam Raimi for. And if I have to pick out of those three, my favorite has to be Evil Dead 2. Because it's basically Evil Dead, only with slightly better special effects, and a slightly better plot, and a lot more humor thrown in. And if you know me at all by now, you know I love comedy and humor and slapstick thrown into my horror. So, Evil Dead 2 is definitely the way to go. If you haven't seen any of those movies, just watch Evil Dead 2. It's so good. Army of Darkness has always been kind of synonymous with Thanksgiving for me, because for some reason, growing up, Army of Darkness was always on TV around Thanksgiving. I can remember like 5 years in a row when I would go to my grandparents' house for Thanksgiving and it would be on TV and we would watch it because it was that awesome. Pretty sure that I have that entire movie memorized. I've seen that one more than any other Bruce Campbell movie ever. And it is really good, but it's a little bit too over the top, and I think Evil Dead 2 is a superior film. Adventures of Briscoe County Jr. This was one of the best, most inspired, most amazing TV shows ever. And guess what? It was on Fox, so it got canceled after a season and a half. I'm still fucking pissed off about that, man. I watched that show when it premiered on TV. Me and my dad watched that, because my dad, say what I will about my dad, I don't get along with him at all, but he did instill a deep and abiding love of Bruce Campbell in me, among other things. So I do have to give my dad credit for having good taste when it comes to movies and TV and the like. And we actually watched Adventures of Briscoe County Jr. together. It was epic. It was awesome. It was so good. I really wish that, Joss Whedon had been, working and creating things back then, because I think that if he and Briscoe County Jr. had, teamed up, it would have been the most epic partnership ever. It would have been right up his alley. Congo, the absolutely ridiculous, goofy, animatronic monstrosity of a Michael Crichton adaptation. That was pretty funny. Xena and Hercules, he was on both of those shows. Jack of All Trades, which was another very short-lived show that he was in, but he was awesome in it. He's appeared in all three of the Spider-Man movies. So even if you've never seen a Bruce Campbell film, or you don't think you know who Bruce Campbell is, I can guarantee you, if you've seen Spider-Man, you know who Bruce Campbell is. He was the fight announcer in the first movie. He was the movie attendant/usher in the second one, and apparently he was a waiter in the third one. I have done my best to erase the third movie completely from my memory, so I don't really remember it, but he was in it. I'm sure he was the best thing about it. Bubba ho-tep. Oh my god, how inspired and amazing was Bubba ho-tep. Bubba ho-tep, the whole premise is that Elvis didn't die. Elvis switched places with an Elvis impersonator and has been living in a retirement home in Texas. And then a mummy starts sucking all the souls out of the elderly retirement people. And so Elvis has to team up with JFK, who was turned black and is played by Ossie Davis Jr. And so the two of them have to team up to fight the mummy. And it's awesome. And Bruce is just fantastic as the aging, crotchety, ridiculously over-the-top Elvis. You need to check that movie out. In the commentary, he does the commentary in character, and he even gives you the best recipe for a fried peanut butter and jelly sandwich, and peanut butter and banana sandwich. It's so good. Terminal Invasion. Okay, of all of the no-name, extremely low-budget movies Bruce has ever done, Terminal Invasion is one of my favorites. I first saw it on Sci-Fi. It's definitely in league with the other Sci-Fi originals. And it has to do with a bank robber played by Bruce Campbell, who is being transported by the federal marshal. And they end up in this, like, snowy part of Canada or Minnesota, or I don't even know where, but it's somewhere really snowy. And they're stuck at this tiny little airport, and they get snowed in, and then aliens attack. It's so awesome! Oh my gosh, and at one point, Bruce totally uses an airplane against an alien and chops it up with the rotary blade, and it's fantastic, so check that one out. If you can get a hold of it, I bet it's on Netflix. Or on YouTube. Check YouTube. I bet it's there. My Name is Bruce, where he played himself. That one just came out a couple years ago. I have that one downloaded on my computer, and I still haven't watched it yet, and I'm ashamed of myself. So I'm going to definitely remedy that soon, because I hear it's pretty good. Man with the Screaming Brain, which is another one that he did in conjunction with Sci-Fi. And it also has Ted Raimi and Stacy Keach in it, so it's great. It's ridiculous and bizarre. And he also wrote the comic book that it's based on, and the comic book's actually quite fantastic. And then he's been on Burn Notice. If you guys don't know about Burn Notice, it's a really good show, and I really recommend it. It's on USA, and it's about this spy, Michael Weston, who gets burned, basically, which means that he can't be a spy anymore, and he's stuck living in Miami with his family, and he hates it. But Bruce plays his, like, best friend slash Sancho Panza sort of guy, Sam Axe. And he's amazing. He's boozy. He's always flirting with women. He's wearing Hawaiian print shirts. It's fantastic. He's so good in it. And it means that he gets to be witty and punny and drink lots of beer and carry around guns. And it's awesome. I love Sam. So check out Burn Notice because it's really good. Bruce also wrote 2 books, which are both fantastic. If Chins Could Kill, Memoirs of Being a B-Movie Actor. And it's like, you know, his autobiography, and it's talking about growing up and the pitfalls of being in Hollywood and being, you know, on the fringes of Hollywood. And it's really funny. It's really well written. He's got a great sense of humor. It's really goofy. I really recommend it. It's really good. And then he also wrote the fiction novel, Make Love the Bruce Campbell Way, which is inspired. I have the audiobook of it, which he reads, and it's great. I'm totally going to upload it for you guys, and you guys should check it out. If you haven't ever heard, you know, or if you haven't ever read Make Love the Bruce Campbell Way, or if you haven't heard the audiobook, check it out, because it's really funny. Why do I love Bruce Campbell so much? I love him because, I don't know, something about him just makes me insanely happy. He's this really funny, sarcastic, snarky, witty guy who loves puns and has a really good sense of humor. He's really good to his fans. He loves his fans. He goes to conventions and things all the time and signs anything you hand to him. You know, he's just a character. He's really funny and interesting, and he doesn't take himself too seriously. He's made his living on the fringes of, you know, movies and TV. He's always done the very low budget, low cred, kind of stupid schlocky B movies and TV shows that always get canceled. He was really, really good looking when he was younger. I mean, Army of Darkness, he had arms gah. He had arms gah, man. He really did. And he was, oh my gosh, he's funny, and he's amazing. And I love Bruce Campbell. Bruce Campbell is a fucking B-movie god. He really is. there are so many things about my childhood that would be so lacking and so empty and so sad if it wasn't for Bruce Campbell. He's a part of my childhood. He's, made me the B-movie loving hound that I am. And I really hope that he gets to be in like a bajillion more things, I mean, he's still got plenty of time ahead of him. He's got this huge devoted fan base. Bruce Campbell can do anything. Bruce Campbell for president, man. I'd vote for him. So that's your Bruce Campbell vlog. I hope you guys have enjoyed. I hope you check out some of his films or look him up on YouTube or read his books because they're great. I mean, if you just want a good read, that's just fun. That'll pass the time. Check out If Chins Could Kill because it's great. It's hilarious. So that's the Bruce Campbell vlog. Hope you guys enjoyed. Check you later.